Here's an embarrassing fact. I have yet to read a whole book cover to cover this year. That's not to say that I haven't been acquiring any books. I have. I just haven't read them. I have this problem where I'll go into a bookstore, pick up a book, read its description, and find it interesting enough to buy it. Then I'll come home, set it down on my bedside table, and let it collect dust for months. Hence, book guilt. A few victims of my book guilt include A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin, The Beginning of Everything by Robyn Schneider, Eleanor in Park by Rainbow Rowell, and Every Day by David Levithan. There are many more unread books on my Kindle, which I would show you, except it's kind of broken. Part of the problem is the way I read new books. I tend to read late at night when I'm already tucked into bed. I'll read through the first 20 pages, look at the clock, and realize that I should already be asleep if I want to be productive at work the next morning. And then the book gets added on to the pile of unread books. So, as you can see, I have started reading a bunch of books. Just not all the way through. In fact, the only book that I've made a good dent in is Allegiant. And that's only because I brought it to work to read during my downtime. The other part of the problem is that I'm not the kind of person who likes to do things in chunks. Some people can chip away at a project a little bit at a time, but I'm the kind of person who has to do it all in one sitting. That's how I edit videos, read books, and watch TV. Ooh, new season of Sherlock. Damn it. Hello, my name is Maia, and I am a binge watcher. So when it comes to books, I like to devote a whole day to losing myself in the story. Unfortunately, as an adult, you rarely have a whole free day like that. And so in my case, I have to decide, is staying up late to finish this book worth being a zombie at work the next morning? Obviously, these are poor excuses for not finishing books, but I'm hoping over the next few months to make some time to actually sit down and read a whole book, because I'm tired of having book guilt. I could declare here and now that I will finish these books, but one thing I've learned about making promises to the internet is that you can't rely on the internet to hold you accountable. Anyway, I would like to know, have you ever experienced book guilt? If so, what are some books that you own but haven't read yet? And do you have any tips for overcoming book guilt? Before I go, I just want to mention that I'm wearing my new favorite shirt. If you watch Doctor Who, you'll recognize that it's written in Gallifreyan, which I think is kinda cool. I could tell you the translation, but I thought we could make a game of it. The first person to correctly guess what my shirt says gets to pick what I do for my next vlog. You can pick what I'll talk about, where I should film, or what I should be doing while I'm on camera. For example, talk about whatever you want to talk about, but paint your face with peanut butter while talking. I don't know anyone who reads Gallifreyan, so I'll give you a hint to what the shirt says. It's a John Green quote. So, if you have a John Green quote, please leave it in the comments down below. It can be a quote from his books, his videos, or a conference or interview that he's done. My hope is that we'll have this nice little collection of John Green quotes going on in the comments. If you guess the right quote, I will let you know. If you follow the Vlogbrothers, you probably already know where to find this quote, so I'm going to kindly ask that you don't cheat. But then again, I'll have no way of knowing whether you did or not. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back on here in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, I'll see the rest of you in comments. Just a friendly reminder that April is still Autism Acceptance Month, and the videos that Greg, Leah, and I collaborated on with the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network are now live. So if you want to see some really cool animation, you can check out those videos in the doobly-doo.